Hello everyone, we're going to be doing offensive zone entries, chapter 3 tonight. And it's Coach Cody again. Let's get started. What are offensive zone entries? A system we use to enter the offensive zone successfully is known as offensive zone entries. Offensive zone entries is a key strategy for generating successful scoring chances. Important. Everything that you see in these videos in the red is very important. Well, it's all important, but mainly this. This is very important in the red. Entering the zone and control of the puck is every player's goal. Another goal is not turning the puck over when entering the offensive zone. Puck possession is key to play hockey at high level and enjoyment of the game. When the puck is turned in the offensive zone, the opposing team can counter quickly and create outnumbered attacks. The offensive zone is right down here. Here's center. This is the offensive zone right here. And here's defenseman 2, and left wing. Here's defensive man 1, and here's right wing. If you have any questions, like I have said in the previous videos, contact me and I will be more than happy to explain them to you. Cross ice dump in works under two conditions. Defensive pressure is ready, is red, and offensive team is changing. It's ready. Defensive pressure is ready, and offense are red. An offensive support player is skating in wide lane. Hits the boards halfway between the net and side boards, then angles away from goalie toward half boards. Defensive pressure. Here's defensive men 2 and 1. So this is the defensive pressure right here. Here's the forward 2 and forward check 1 and 2. Forward 1 and 2. And he skates the boards halfway between the net and side boards. The angles away from goalie toward half boards. That's what he's doing. Rims. And no, not your car rims. Rim. A second tactic when the offensive player with possession of the puck reads pressure. Player entering the zone senses that their teammate skating wide can retrieve puck and can rim it hard around the boards. Most rims are stopped by goalies behind the net. Before using the rim, understand the opposition goalie, and if he or she isn't mobile or is poor at trapping the puck off a rim, use it more. Goalies that are weak at this causes turnovers, which provides a scoring chance. Here's forward 1. Here's a turnover right here. Defense 1 is right here. And forward two, forecheck. The forechecking team is down here, and he sends the puck up and around the boards into forward or forecheck one. Forecheck team one. Up here, forward one. Chips. Chip tactic is used in many different areas of the game. Chips. Banking the puck off the boards into a space behind the defender. Puts puck in better offensive position behind the pressuring defender. Goal of the chip is puck placement. Forces him or her to turn and try to catch the offensive player. Because offensive players are moving forward with speed with supporting teammates, the defender is caught in a different position. Develops opportunity for puck possession deeper in the offensive zone. 2 options for retrieval. Trip the puck and have same player retrieve it. Trip the puck into space behind the defense and have a teammate with speed pick it up. Needs to be used when puck carrier has no room to carry puck into offensive. Defensive. D is defensive and offensive. Here's two different type of chips systems. Type 1, the defense one, defensive team 1, defensive team 2. You have forward or forward check 3. That has to chip the puck out. That chips the puck out this way. Pretty much the exact same thing down here, just a different concept. Defensive team 1, defensive player 1, defense 1 goes same position, but the forechecking player or teammate is going low instead of high. Forechecking team 2 is going pretty much the exact same position. Except defense 2 is a little bit higher up than not in the previous one. Mid-ice entry, open ice hit. This occurs when players are carrying the puck into the middle of the ice on offensive zone entries. Use middle ice space to pass off to teammates coming from behind the play with speed. This system is exceptional when executed properly because back-speed players moving behind the puck carrier with more speed than the puck carrier can completely catch defenders off guard. So I'll reread all this again and use the board down here. It says this occurs when players are carrying the puck into the middle of the ice on offensive zone entries. Puck carrier. These are the players, defense 1, defense 2, forward 2, forward 1, and forward 3. Forward 3 is down here. Forward 1 is up here. Defensive team, defensive player 1, 2 is up here. So player 1 is down here. And shoots the puck toward, forward 2 shoots, forecheck team 2 shoots number shoots the puck down this way. Mid-ice entry, backside pass. Most difficult to execute. Requires more skill, but it is always the most effective. Players carry it across the middle of the ice, the middle of the offensive zone, just inside the blue line, and then pass back space, toward space where they can come, where they can, where they came from, from to a player with vertical speed. Effectiveness on this entry comes from shifting defenders sideways with puck. Opens up space for player on backside to enter the zone. Here's F1, F2, F3, which I've explained to you before what those stand for. D2, D1, and as you can see, forward 3, or F3 and F2, crossing paths where D1 is, or near where D1 is. Midlane ladder play. F1, forward 1. Drives across the line through the middle. So F1 here, drives across the line, which would be right here, through the middle, which is right in this area, and bump it puck to outside player stationary at the blue line, F2, which would be up here, in the stationary. F1 continues to drive the net. At this moment, he'll be down here, near the net, frees up space in time for F2 to shoot or make a play. You can shoot and try to shoot it into the net over here. F2 can shoot with F1 screening the goal. To F1, pass across to F3, which is down here, or hit late D1, Defenseman 1, moving in, which is right here. This is moving in. If no options available, F2, forward 2, lays puck behind the net to F1, right here, for low puck possession, which is right in this area. This is low puck possession. Develops a lot of defensive coverage, confusion for opponents. Defensive coverage, all right here, in this area. This is to confuse the opponents. Wide lane drives. Most utilized offensive zone entry. Space is often available to the puck carrier. When puck carrier enters zone, he or she may have the option to drive deep, go around D, defensive men, or defense, or behind the net. Defense are usually intimidated by speed and want to protect space inside. Gives puck carrier room on outside and try cut the puck carrier off deeper in zone. Puck carrier may give delay by driving deep, then cutting back ice, or driving and cutting inside. Puck carrier needs to go wide and recognize where open space is. It may look confusing to most, but I will explain this here. Basically what this is F1 is right here. You're shooting the puck, and you have D, defense 1. This is the cut right here. This is the delay. This is the drive. The fun philosophy that simplifies the offense to a couple of simple ideas. Gets pucks to the net through the traffic. One player carries puck on top of offensive face-off circles. Place the puck toward the front of the net. Other two forwards should not be looking for an open pass. They should be driving the net. So here is the puck carriers. Oh, there's one player, only one player here in this situation that should be driving the net. It can be either F2, F1, or F3. You have defense 1 and defense 2 guarding the net. Funnel with an offensive defensive man. Offensive defensive man. A defensive man that carries the puck into the offensive zone and placing the puck toward the front of the net. Frees up all three offensive forwards to skate into prime position and jump on delay or onto jump on delay loose pucks to develop second shots. Main objective, hit the net and develop a rebound for the players going to the net. Activates mid-ice defenseman. Activates mid-ice defenseman, which is down here in this area. There's the goalie right here. Would be 2-on-1 attacks. Players need to attack quickly with speed. Important to attack with speed so the back checkers don't catch the players and nullify the odd man rush. If there is a wide 2-on-1, players should try to get closer to mid-ice right away. Get puck into a triple threat position. When the puck carrier keeps the puck at their side in shooting position so that he or she can either pass, shoot, or make a move. Puck carrier needs to read how defensive needs to read how defense and goalie might play the situation and pick best option. Second, offensive player needs to have stick in a position to shoot or deflect the puck into net. Defensive, excuse me, that's defense. Defensive man. 2-on-2 crisscross, 2-on-2 attack. Puck carrier F1, forward 1, crisscrosses with forward 2 and isolate one of the defensemen. Crisscross creates a lateral move that develops a sense of uncertainty in the defender's mind. Key is for a player with puck initiating the lateral movement and be closest to the defenseman. Player without puck crosses an opposite direction behind puck carrier. Allow puck carrier to make a decision to the way he or she will go. F1 crisscrosses right here with puck with F2, which is down here, and isolate one of the Ds, D1 or D2. Crisscrosses a lateral move that develops a sense of uncertainty. So this could confuse not knowing which D1 or D2 or which one will be stopping in the defender's mind. Key is for player with puck initiating the lateral movement and be closest to the D. So if forward one has it, or forward two has it, one of them, it creates an uncertainty in the defender's mind. And this is key for initiating the lateral movement and be closest to the D, along the defensive man. Player with that puck crosses an opposite direction behind puck carrier. So say if F2 has forward 2 has it and forward 1 doesn't, he or she has to cross. They have to cross an opposite direction behind the puck carrier, the person that has the puck. Allow puck carrier to make a decision to the way he or she will go. 2-on-2 mid-lane drive. 2-on-2 attacks. Player off the puck. Forward 2 drives through the middle of the 2 defensive men. Allow forward 1 to cross and behind. Must be executed just inside blue line so player without puck doesn't go offside. Driving between the defensive men develops a brief hesitation by defensive men playing forward 1. Allows forward 1 time and space to cross, shoot, or make a play. So this is forward 1, as I have explained before. And then you have defensive man 1, defensive man 2, and forward 2. And forward 2 drives through the middle of the 2 defensive men, so right through here, allowing forward 1 to cross and behind. So he can cross right behind forward 2. This is executed just inside blue line, which is right in here. So that puck doesn't go offside. Driving between the defensive men develops a brief hesitation by defensive men playing forward 1. So either if it's defensive men 1 or defensive men 2 that develops a brief hesitation in them by playing forward 1, allows forward 1 time and space to cross through or make a play. So that gives an opportunity basically to either decide to shoot, cross between one of them, or make a play. 2-on-2 double drive, 2-on-2 attack. Forward 1 lays the puck to forward 3 in space behind D. Forward 1, up here, lays the puck to forward 3. F2 move forward 2, actually, not forward 3. Forward 2 lays the puck to forward 2, the space behind defense. Defenseman 2 or 1. Forward 2 moves to that space on inside shoulder of the defending D. Defenseman. He moves to the space on inside shoulder. So right here. Forward 1 may choose to shoot off the drive as forward 2 goes to the net for a rebound. Forward 1 may choose to shoot right here off the drive as forward 2 is approaching the net for a rebound. Although by that time the forward 2 is written in the net for a rebound. 3-on-2 high triangle. 3-on-2 attack. Attacking team wants to force D to play man on man with one player and isolate other D 2-on-1. Forward 1 drive wide with puck. So forward one, right here's this is the D, it's the defense right here. Forward one drives wide with puck. Right here. Forward three drives wide without puck. Right here. And forward two travels looking for a pass from forward one. Forward two is looking for a pass from forward one up here. F1 forward one passes to forward three to shoot. Forward one can pass it down to forward three right here to shoot and create a rebound for forward three. Pass back to forward two for a shot from the high slot. Forward three passes it back to forward two for a high shot from the high slot right here. Key for forward one is whether opposing defenseman goes with defense, goes with forward three, and wide drive indicates what's open. Key here's forward one. Key for forward one is whether opposing defense goes with forward three, down here again, be up here at some point. A wide drive indicates what's open. So any of this could be open. Or forward one, forward two, one of them should be open. 3-on-2 mid-lane drive, 3-on-2 attack. Provides puck carrier more options. Before entering offensive zone, players must get puck outside of the ice. D must respect outmanned situation and back off. Now all the entry. Once puck is to one side or other, middle attacking player drives hard to net. Forward two drives mid-ice, seen on inside shoulder of D2, defensive man 2. Defensive man 2 vacates the prime scoring area. Middle drive completely neutralizes the defender's ability to get involved in what now has turned into a 2-on-2. Far side winger forward 3 moves to middle ice shooting area closer to player with puck. F1 forward 1 has option to drive and shoot with forward 2 going to net. Forward 2 can tip or chance to shoot. Forward 3 can receive pass then shoot. Allows to score from the perfect area. Basically, I think I just said. Forward 1 that gives him the chance to pass, and forward 2 the chance to pass, and forward 3 gets a chance if he has an opportunity. You get defense 1, defense 2. Here it's done. Yeah, it's done the opposite side. This is a 3-on-2 mid-lane drive diagram. If you have any questions, please contact. 3-on-2 triple drive, 3-on-2 attack. All 3 players drive deep. Puck carrier, we use the diagram here. I'll explain this better to the diagram. Puck carrier, forward 1, right up here, takes puck wide with lots of speed. He runs down the ice, basically, to get down to middle ice attack, or forward 2, right down here. Forward 1 is making his way down the ice to forward 2. Continues to drive to the net. Forward 2 continues to go to the net. Forward 3 attacks the net. Right down here is attacking the net. Player with puck, forward 1. Right up here again. He'll be down here at some point, right here. presses hard toward net, driving outside defenseman of defense and cutting in hard. Creates a separation and chances to make a variety of plays or take shots against from prime scoring areas. Forward 2, again right here. Forward 3, drives hard to allow forward 1 more space to work with. If forward 1 is skating down, he or she will be in better position to shoot and make a play from having the puck on the forehand. If forward 1 is skating down, which he or she will be skating down here, will be in better position to shoot and make a play from having the puck on the forehand. 3-on-2 drive and delay. 3-on-2 attack. Player driving outside with puck looked as if he or she will drive puck hard toward net. At the right moment, player pivots or tight turns and skates back toward the blue line. So, player driving outside with puck looks as if he or she will drive hard toward net. So any of these, basically. Delay creates time and space to make the next move. Defender will give space because he or she is afraid of deep drive and will take a second or two to react to the delay. Gives us more time to generate scoring chances. Forward 1 must sell the drive to the net. So forward 1 must sell the drive to the net. So forward 1, he or she goes this way, can come up, can go down, or it can meet forward 3, or it can go down and meet the defender. Forward 2 and forward 3 are crashing the net. Forward 2 crashing the net, and so is forward 3. D are moving up. Defense is moving up this way. Press and pull play. 3-on-2 attacks. Middle drive, offensive player. Forward 2 drives to the net. Forward 2 drives to the net. Doesn't stay in front of the net. Needs to pull away and find a shooting soft spot toward the side of the net where F1 is turning. F2 is down here. F2 is down here. F2 is down here. And he's drive to the net. Needs to pull away and find a shooting soft spot. So he's pulling away. He's waiting for F1 down here is turning. As F1 turns, he or she makes a quick inside pass to F2. As F1 is turning, he or she makes a quick inside pass, so to F2. Very effective because it drives the defender to the net and creates separation from this defender, who is reluctant to leave the front of the net. Play develops better and harder shots for great scoring opportunities. Offsides. This happens when a player goes over the offensive zone blue line before the puck enters the zone. All players, very important, all players must wait for the puck to cross the blue line before everyone enters the offensive zone. Offsides comes from selfish possession on the puck or pull puck or lazy action. Opponents can have a positional influence on offsides. Offsides are created by the team of the puck instead of the team without the puck. Activating defense into offensive zone entries. One D should follow up as a late wave option for one of the three attacking players. It's very important to have the D in rushes. D should join and stay in the rush from the breakout. Neutral zone and red the quality of puck possession at the offensive blue line. Results in more odd man rushes. Can get up the ice quicker than the other team backchecks. D creates confusion to the opponents. Opponents try to figure out their coverage on the backcheck. And here is a video explaining the offensive zone entries. If anyone has any questions, like I said before, feel free to contact me during class, outside of class. You will have my email. Thank you for the time tonight. And it's Coach Cody again. I'm the assistant coach. Look forward to seeing you all this coming season.